So you might wonder, whenever you place any of the orders in any of the applications, you instantly receive a WhatsApp confirmation message with the order details. Now, do you think someone is sitting in the office and writing all of the messages manually that fast? No, it is done through automation. And I have the perfect tool for the automation, that is Pabbly Connect. I am an e-commerce store business owner and I manage my store using Shopify. Here what I want is that as soon as a customer places an order on my Shopify store, automatically towards the customer I want to send a WhatsApp message. Now doing that manually is a very time consuming and a hectic process as I want to send the message instantly. So to solve the problem, I build a connection between Shopify and WhatsApp without need of any coding and programming skills. Yes, without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. Now, whenever by the customer, a new order is going to be created in my Shopify store, automatically and instantly towards the customer, a confirmation WhatsApp message is going to be forwarded. So now if you want to learn the entire process step by step of how this amazing automation will work, and you want to learn the entire process of how you can also create this automation, I'm going to take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen, everyone. So I am an e-commerce store business owner and I manage my online store using Shopify. Here what I want is that as soon as by the customer an order is placed on my Shopify store, towards the customer automatically a WhatsApp message should be forwarded of the order being confirmed with the customer and the order details. Now over here I have built a connection for that between Shopify and WhatsApp without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to tell you the steps that you are going to follow to create this amazing automation for your business as well. So first of all, I'm going to show you how this amazing automation will work in real time. Let us place a new order on our Shopify store. For that, I'm going to open my online store from here. So this is my store and I'm going to place an order for the product Blush Affair Cord Set that is for 3,500 rupees. I'm going to buy it now. It is asking for my details. So over here, I'm going to fill in the customer details. For the email, I'm going to write it as testlead@pabblytudes.com. This is the country. First name, I'm going to write it as test. Last name as customer. For the address over here, I'm going to write it as 12 Newtown. After that, it is asking for the apartment, which is an optional field. So I'm going to simply skip the part. City, I'm going to enter Bhopal. State is going to be Madhya Pradesh. For the pin code, I'm going to enter a dummy pin code. Shipping method is going to be standard. And for the payment, I'm going to enter the dummy card details right here. Okay. So I filled in all the required details. The total of the dress, that is Blush Affair Cord Set, is 4,130. I am going to click on this Pay Now button for doing the test payment. Okay. As soon as I have done that, it says order confirmed. Okay, so now as my order is successfully placed on my Shopify store, I am going to open my WhatsApp and check whether I have received the order confirmation message with the customer details and the order details or not. For that, I am going to open my WhatsApp from here. And yes, on my WhatsApp, you can see I have received a new message that says order confirmed, hello test customer. This was the name of the customer. I've placed the order, you can see right over here. Okay. It says this is the order number. Item was Blush Affair Cord Set. This was the same dress that we have purchased on my store. The amount is 4,130. You can see this is the total of the purchase that we have done. And the shipping is 12 Newtown, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, India. And this is the pin code. Okay. You can see this is the exact same address right here. So as now I've received this message automatically, this is how this amazing automation will work in real time. So now I will tell you the steps that you are going to follow to create this amazing automation for yourself as well. On a new tab, we have to browse the website of Pabbly Connect. That is www.pabbly.com/connect. Okay, so I'm going to browse the website right here. Then Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you. So now after coming to the landing page of Pabbly, you will find two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. Before I tell you about Pabbly Connect, I want to let you know about Pabbly Community. Pabbly Community is a space where you can find real-time updates about Pabbly. In this space, you can get help not just from our team members but also the fellow other users. Here you can ask your questions, share feedbacks or find amazing automation tips. So go ahead and join our Pabbly Community today. For that, you will find a link of our community in the description box below, okay? After coming to the landing page again, now as you have two options, if you're an existing user, that means you have a valid Pabbly account, you can directly sign in from here. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free from here and get 100 free tasks every month to explore more about Pabbly Connect, okay? I'm already an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you will find this all Pabbly apps sections in front of you, where you will see all these applications that Pabbly provides. As we want to use Pabbly Connect in this video, I'm going to click on this Access Now button right here, and then the Pabbly Connect dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now to build a new automation, we have to create a new workflow in our account. For creating the workflow, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner, where you will find two options to build the workflow. One is the new beta method, other one is the old classic method. So now to build this amazing workflow, I'm going to be using the new beta method that is more modern, faster and flexible, okay? If you want to use the other classic method, you can definitely select it according to your requirement, okay? I'm going to select the new beta method, and firstly we have to rename our workflow. For the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to write it as Shopify to WhatsApp, okay? So this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the workflows folder, and simply then I'm going to click on this create button right here. A new workflow has been created, you can see. And firstly, it is asking for us to select the trigger application. Now, in an automation process in Pabbly Connect, there are two major steps. One is the trigger step, other one is the action step. So now what is this trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our entire process depends on these two principles. Trigger is the application that gives the command and actions are going to follow. So that is why there is only one trigger step but multiple action steps. And firstly, we are going to set up our trigger step, in which my trigger application I'm going to select over here as Shopify, okay? So I'm going to select the trigger application as Shopify Legacy, okay? And my trigger event over here is going to be new order. I want the response of the new order placed on my Shopify store to be captured in the trigger right here. That is, I've selected my trigger application as Shopify and trigger event as new order, okay? And simply then I'm going to click on this connect button. And as soon as I'm going to do that, you can see Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now using this unique webhook URL and the steps given here below in the help desk, we are going to build the connection between Shopify and Pabbly Connect. So now firstly I'm going to copy this URL from here and open my Shopify account. Now to connect this account to Pabbly Connect, I'm going to tell you the steps. From the left side of the panel, go towards this settings option in the bottom left corner, and then you will land towards the settings page of your Shopify store, and from the options, select the option that is notifications right over here. Under notifications, you will find the option that is webhooks. Click on it. And after coming to the webhooks, now we're going to add new webhook. For that, click on this create webhook button, okay? Firstly, we need to select the event. So now what event do we want to capture? Do we want to send towards this webhook URL? I only want to send the response of the new order been created in my Shopify store towards the URL. So where for the event, I'm going to search for the order creation. You can see this is the event. I'm going to select it as I want to send the response of only the order creation towards the URL, okay? And for the format of the response, I want to send the JSON format response. So I'm going to select the format as JSON. And for the URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And for the webhook API version, select the latest from the drop down, okay? And simply then click on the save button. The webhook URL is successfully saved over here in my Shopify store, okay? So now as this webhook URL URL is successfully saved. Now if I'm going to go back to my workflow that I've created and scroll down, it says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Shopify is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to test the connection by creating a new order on my Shopify store. For creating the order, I'm going to open my Shopify store from here and simply I'm going to preview the online store that I have from here. Okay. So now these are the products. Let's suppose I'm going to place an order for this night elegant black dress right here. Okay. I'm going to click on this buy it now button. Now it is going to ask for the customer's details. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as new@pabblytudes.com as the email address. Now it is asking for the country, which is India. First name over here, I'm going to select it as new. For the last name over here, I'm going to select it as user. For the address, I'm going to write it as 11 Old City as the address. There is no apartment, so I'm going to skip the part. For the city, I will write again as Bhopal. For the state, I'm going to select it as Madhya Pradesh. For the pin code, I'm going to enter a dummy pin code from here. Method of shipping, I'm going to select it as standard. For the payment, I'm going to enter the test payment details as I'm entering the test data right here, okay? And the name is new user, okay? After filling in all the required details, I'm going to simply click on this pay now button. And as soon as it has been processed, you can see it says the order is confirmed. Okay. So as now an order has been placed through my Shopify store for the amount 2,124 of the item midnight elegant black dress. So now as we have the response, I'm going to go back towards my workflow and scroll down. You can see a new response has been captured over here in my trigger. We are going to tally the response right here. The total price is 2,124. If I'm going to further scroll down, the name is new user, the person who have placed the order. The state is Madhya Pradesh. This was the pin code that I've entered. Name is new user. You can see right over here. Country, that is IN, India. City is Bhopal. Address is 11 Old City. If I'm going to further scroll down, item name is midnight elegance black dress. Okay, you can see this was the same item that I've purchased. Okay, so now as the response of the new order placed has been captured over here in my trigger, this means that Shopify is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is successfully done. Now as we have our trigger setup done, now towards this person I've placed the order, I want to send a WhatsApp message. And now for sending the WhatsApp message, I will be using WhatsApp Cloud API message template that I've created. Using WhatsApp Cloud API, I've created this template that I'm going to open right here. This template, okay? In the name of Shopify order notifications, and using this template, I want to send messages towards the customer who places an order on my Shopify store. Okay. If I'm going to open the edit page of this template, in this template, I've added multiple variables. So now what is a variable? In front of some numbers I've added, I'm going to show you. You can see this is the first number. In front of it and in the end of it, I've added two curly brackets opening and closing. Why did I do that? To create a variable. In place of the variable, to create a message more personalized, we can enter the value according to our requirement. I have added 5 different variables in this template. One is for the customer name, other one is for the order ID, third is for the item name, total amount and the shipping address. Okay, you can see these are the 5 variables that I've added to make this message more personalized, and we're going to use this template to send the message now. For that, we need to set up our action step. For that, click on this plus button, and from action application over here, I'm going to select it as WhatsApp Cloud API. This is the action application. Action event is going to be send template message new. Okay. After selecting the action application and the event, I'm going to click on this connect button. This window is going to appear, on which click on this add new connection button. Then it is asking for 3 details: token, phone number ID and the WhatsApp business account ID. Now from where are we going to find the details? For that, you need to simply create your WhatsApp Cloud API setup, where you will find the token, phone number ID and the WhatsApp business account ID. Okay. So now you might wonder how you can create your own API setup in your business. For that, if I'm going to open my Pabbly Connect account again, you will find the option learn more right here. Click on it. And as soon as you're going to do that, you will land towards the Pabbly forum page. And in the forum, you will find two tutorials. One tutorial, first tutorial is for how to set up WhatsApp Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. In this tutorial, you will learn the steps of how you can create this API setup one by one. You will learn the entire process of step by step how you can create this API setup. And as I've created mine, you can see I've received the temporary token. If you want to generate a permanent token, you will find the other tutorial with the help of which you can generate a permanent token for your business, so that you don't need to generate the token again and again. You can just generate the first permanent token and your task is done from here. Okay, so now over here, these are the two tutorials. I've already created my API setup, so I'm going to simply copy the details from here and paste it in this field right here. Okay, as I've pasted all the details, I'm going to simply click on the save button, and the connection between WhatsApp Cloud API and Pabbly Connect is now successfully done. Okay, after building the connection, firstly it is asking for the receiver's phone number to whom we want to send this WhatsApp message to. As I want to send a WhatsApp message to the customer, I've placed an order in my Shopify store. So now for the data of this field, we are going to map the data. So now what is this mapping? Mapping is inserting data from the previous step. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step, that is Shopify legacy new order, is going to appear. As I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear right here. Now in the response, you have received the phone number. I'm going to search for the phone number. So you can see I've received the phone number of the customer in the previous response. As now towards this customer, I want to send a WhatsApp message. I'm going to select the data of the receiver's phone number from my previous response. As now I've selected this data from my previous response, this data right here has been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Okay, next it is asking for the template ID. I have created a message template over here. Okay, so the message template is in the name of Shopify order notifications. So I'm going to select that same template ID from here. For the language code, I have created this template in the language English. So for the English, language code is EN. So for the language code over here, I'm going to write it as EN. Okay. Now after that, it is asking for the template name. It is same, the Shopify order notifications. Do my template has a header? No, it doesn't have any header. You can see right over here. So for the header, I'm going to select it as no header type. It says enable the map button and leave the field blank. As I don't have an header type, I'm going to enable the map button, erase this existing data from here and click on it. Okay. So now after that, it is asking for text value, media link, file name, location latitude, location longitude, name and address. I do not require all these fields, so I'm going to simply skip the part. For the template has a body, yes it does, so I'm going to select over here as yes. Then you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 variables that I've created right over here. And to enter the value of these variables, we need to enter them in these fields right over here. As many variables as you're going to add in your message, you'll find all the variables right over here in this step. Okay. For the first variable, it is asking for the customer's name. So I'm going to map the data of the name of the customer right here. For the order ID, I'm going to search for the ID from my previous response. And this is the ID. I'm going to map the data. This is the order ID. Okay. Next, it is asking for the name item. For the item name over here, I'm going to map the data of the name of my item. This is the item. I'm going to map the data. Next, it is asking for the total amount of the order. So for the total, I'm going to search for the total right here. So I'm going to scroll down and the total price is also given. I'm going to map the data of the total price. And for the address, I'm going to map the data of the entire address right here. Okay. So you can see I've entered the address. Okay, to my template has a button, it doesn't, so I'm going to select the answer as no. For the template type also, I'm going to select it. For the button type also, I'm going to select over here as no, and I do not require all these fields, so I'm going to simply skip the part. And after that, you need to click on this save and send test request button. But before that, I want to tell you about one thing. Over here for the receiver's phone number, I've entered a mobile number and you can clearly see it's a dummy mobile number. A WhatsApp message cannot be forwarded towards this dummy number right here. So now just for the test to check whether how this automation will work in real time and is it working or not, what I'm going to do is in place of this test number, I'm going to enter my mobile number. Just for the test, okay, and later you can change it again, okay. So I'm going to enter my mobile number just for the test right over here. After adding my mobile number, I'm going to simply click on this save and send test request button just to test the process, okay. And as I've done that, You can see I've received a response. That is a positive response. So now after that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp. And yes, you can see on my WhatsApp, I have received the message of order confirmed. Hello, new user. This was the same person. I've placed the order right here. You can see this is the name right here. If I'm going to go back to the message, thank you for shopping with us. This is the order ID. Item is Midnight Elegant Black Dress. Amount is 2,124 and this is the entire shipping address. You can tally the response from this Shopify purchase page right here. We'll notify you once your order is packed and on the way. Feel free to reply to this message if you have any questions. Thank you for choosing us Team Trendy Cart. Okay, so you can see right here I've automatically received this message on my WhatsApp. This means the connection between Shopify and WhatsApp is now been successfully created. If I'm going to go back, I'm going to close it. Okay, so now to simply sum up till now what we have done. Now whenever by the customer an order is going to be placed in my Shopify store, automatically the trigger Shopify legacy new order is going to capture the response of that. As now we have our order details as well as the customer details towards the customer using WhatsApp Cloud API send template message new. A WhatsApp message of the order confirmation is going to be forwarded. And in this manner, I've built a connection between these two applications without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. If you want to try this workflow yourself, you'll find the link of this workflow in the description box below and you can also try out the exact same workflow. If you find any questions while I was creating this video, you can comment down below and we will answer your questions as soon as possible. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.